Hello, Jess here, Key Tarot. Welcome to you all. This is a reading for our air signs. We're going to go Gemini, Libra, then Aquarius. I will put the timestamps in the description box down below. Let's say a quick blessing and we will get started with Gemini. Holy Spirit, thank you for being with us here today and in every breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. Alrighty, Gemini, I'm going to use this 4 Hawks of Tarot for you guys. What do we have for Gemini? Perfect. Wow, nice. Okay, so I've got you here with this Queen of Swords energy, which is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Nicely done, showing up for yourself. But I also have this Queen of Wands and this Moon energy here. So it feels like somebody, wow. Gemini, somebody, one of you, all of you, I don't know. This week is a real, I just saw 111 on the counter. This week is a week where you feel really good. It's like you're coming out of a deep slumber almost. It's like maybe you were going through a time where you weren't feeling so good about yourself or something, and now it feels like things are starting to shift. There's definitely like a light over your head. You're going to have a lot of communication coming into you this week. There are a lot of people who are looking up to you this week. I don't know what you're doing out there, but there's an energy of like mentorship, or maybe people coming to you and needing your advice about situations. There's a real, I hate the word glow up, but that's kind of the vibe about this, where you just are looking better, you're feeling better. There's a real energy of vibrancy and like a blossoming and unfolding energy here. There's a lot of like somebody like sparkly hair. I don't know, sparkly hair, but like just like a beautiful energy around you. Zoinks. I have this Tower. Something comes up for you this week. Woo! And it feels like you navigate the situation perfectly, and it creates, so I got the Tower here, Scorpionic energy, and the Tower, it doesn't always have to be so it's kind of a destructive energy, but it's really more about course redirection. This is like putting you back on track wherever you need to be, because I have the Ace of Wands right here after it, and it just feels like whatever happens here, whatever ending this is, whatever situation comes up here, it shows you a new way. It shows you a new way of being. It shows you some kind of a new pathway that's much better for you. There's a real emphasis on psychic development here for you this week, Gemini. This is a nice week for you. You're very comfortable just being on your own. You're comfortable just being peaceful with yourself. I love it, love it, love it. I'm going to put this deck down and I'm going to clarify with this Tarot of Wonderland here. Gemini, well, let's just back it up over here. Let me see what's happening. Okay. Some of you, Gemini, this week, because I have this 3 of Cups in the reverse, and you may have been, so the 3 of Cups in the reverse is kind of like your standard third party situation. It can indicate an affair or something like that, someone getting in the middle of something here. And I don't know if you've spent some time kind of secluding yourself because of that energy, or if there's a situation that comes up for you this week, Gemini. I'm just be careful. You may you may want to stay home. I don't know. It feels like there's an energy of someone maybe worrying about you being a third party in their relationship. But whatever it is, it makes you want to kind of stay in the teapot, you know? Makes you a little nervous to come out and about. This may have been an energy that was hanging out on you for a while, Gemini. This may have been something that you were struggling with for a while. Something about that's not going to be for everybody, but for someone here, there's this energy of third party that's kind of resurfacing this week, and it feels like you've been trying to move on from it for a while, and that may have made you feel kind of stuck. There's also, like I was saying, somebody here is so very beautiful, very handsome, very attractive to others this week, that this may just be someone else's fear about you. Just say it. I've got the Emperor out there. Wow. That's divine masculine energy. For some of you, you are attracting someone into your life who is already in a committed relationship. And for some of you, that is that Tower moment. There's a lot of attraction this person has for you. I've got Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy here. You are going to have to make a difficult decision about this, Gemini. If that information is for you, you're going to have to make a difficult decision. And it kind of feels like this feels kind of secret affair, not gonna lie. This is a situation that could rock someone's stability here, like could unsettle a household or a family or a home. And so this is a difficult decision that you have to make. The person that is kind of that you're attracting in this situation is also very attractive, very physically active, very fun to be around, very popular, very well liked. This person's used to getting what they want, and they're very attracted to you. It feels like you have to make a decision about what you want to do with that this week. You've got the Queen of Wands, you've got the King of Wands. Zoinks. This person already has someone else. But things haven't been going well in their relationship, and it's causing them to want to look outside of that partnership. And they haven't been like, oh boy, they've kind of been on the fence. There's that Judgment energy again. They've kind of been on the fence here, Gemini. This is rather specific. They've kind of been on the fence about the relationship that they're in for a while. It hasn't been good. It hasn't been healthy for a while. There's a lot of emotional suppression this person has been dealing with, and it's like they can't stand it anymore. This is someone who's also seeking sexual partnership. Tricky situation here, kids. Shoot. All right, so for those of you, it feels like you make a decision to move towards this person. It really does look that way. It's like you know them on sight. It's like there's a lot of like soul recognition between the two of you. This person, they're considering an ending with their current partner here, and they've been with that partner for a while, and they have a very stable life with that person, but it feels like there's a lot of sexual tension between you and this person, and it's kind of magnetic, and it feels like this puts you in a really tricky position where you have to decide what you want to do here. And I see that you've got the Fool with the Knight of Wands there, and that's somebody who says, you know what, I'm just gonna dive in and just do what I want. So I just caution you. You may share a similar friend group to this person. I've got the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups over here. You got the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups. You've got like a lot of matching, partnering, pairing here. And this Emperor right in the middle, that's divine masculine energy. And this is someone who's used to getting what they want. They're used to This person is very attractive. I'm worried that this situation is going to get you in the middle of something, and it is a situation. I think it's going to get you into the middle of some drama, or it's going to end up breaking your heart. I don't want that for you. Ugh. Now I've got the Six of Cups and the Ace of Cups, and there's the Magician again. It feels like, wow. It feels like it feels like you really want this person, and there is soulmate energy there. And quite honestly, it feels like this evolves into a relationship, Gemini. One that you commit to, and one that this person commits to here. I wouldn't say it if it wasn't in the cards. You know I wouldn't. There's a need for some deep reflection here, and maybe a little prayer about this. But it feels like this person, it seems like you guys are very well suited for one another. This person has kept a lot of boundaries up around themselves when it comes to you. But it feels like they can't do it anymore. It feels like they remove those. And it feels like, you know, I feel like this person, there it is. Oh no, shoot. This person may be just now beginning the, I don't know, the beginnings of divorce or separation from their current partner. And they haven't told this person the truth. This is, and because I have that Seven of Swords and that Justice energy. Justice is about courtroom dealings. It's about balance. It's about, it's Libra energy. And that Seven of Swords is someone who's not telling the truth about something, but I have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. And so that's like a letting go of boundaries. It feels like this person, either you've been having like some kind of a secret relationship here with this person, Gemini, or this is something that's coming up for you if this is your reading. And like I said, this is very specific. This is not going to be for every Gemini out there, clearly. There feels like a lot of hiding here, hiding of emotions, hiding of attraction. This person is extremely attracted to you. All these cards are the same. I've got the Ace of Wands, I've got the Tower, I've got this Queen of Wands. Quite honestly, this looks like it's going to evolve into a relationship. And somebody here is going to end up moving. And now I've got the Empress that goes with the Emperor right there. Okay, this seems like a very well-balanced relationship, quite honestly, based on these cards. It's like a lot of happiness here for both of you, but this is a real change, and it really does. This is going to rock someone's stability somehow with that Tower. And I don't know if it's going to be yours. I don't know if it's going to be this other person. It feels like it's this other person's, because Gemini, for some reason, I feel like you are the single person in this reading, and this other person is the one that's attached to someone else here. There's a lot of attraction. You've got the Ace of Wands here twice. You have the Ace of Cups. You've got the Ace of Pentacles here. That's a brand new beginning for everything, and it starts after this dawning moment. You've got that Tower out there twice. You have the Judgment card twice. The Magician twice. I feel like you have both tried to deny this in your system for a while, and this leads to somebody probably moving in together. There's a lot of happiness here, that High Priestess energy. Again, Kali, all of these are the same cards. You felt really on your own. You have felt very alone in this, Gemini, if this is your reading, because it was something that had to be kept a secret here, and it feels like it's coming out, and it may be coming out this weekend. If this was your reading, just note, this is something that's coming out about this, and it feels like it's going to make you really happy. It's going to make this Emperor very happy, but it's going to make somebody else unhappy. Very happy, blessed. And this is a relationship that you have known was meant, I hate saying that, meant to be. And there's almost like an obsessive obsessiveness to this. You haven't been able to really be close to this person. You are very single, Gemini, and you've had to keep this quiet for a long time. All right. Anything for any of the other Geminis who aren't going through this situation, golly. Yeah, I've got the Queen of Swords out here again. And this Five of Swords. Gemini, whoever you are, it feels like this may be a week that you no longer have to worry about what people are saying. There's this real emphasis on a lot of attention being focused on you, and you having been uncomfortable with that at some point, but you all of a sudden feeling like yourself again and feeling much stronger, much more attractive in yourself. And much more self-confident. That's what it is. There's a self-confidence that returns to you this week, Gemini. You're not worried about what anybody thinks about you, what anybody says about you. There's a whole change in the way that you are dealing with yourself and with other people here. And it's a shift. There's also a real emphasis here on your third eye chakra being developed and more open. Some of you are receiving communication from someone that you've been separated from for a while, or haven't been able to get to for a while. King of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. There is an emphasis also on physical relocation or moving or traveling. You've got the Six of Swords twice with the Chariot out there twice. And there's that Empress again. You, whoever you are, this is a good week for you. There's a lot of change that comes in here. There's a lot of, I really do feel like there's a little bit of a gossipy energy around you this week. And it makes me uncomfortable to say that for you, because I would feel uncomfortable about that too. So there's this somebody here who's like, I just don't care anymore. And it feels like you want the right things for everyone involved in this, whatever situations are arising this week. There's this, it's kind of like an untouchable energy about you, because, and it's not because you're perfect or anything. It's because you've stopped caring what other people are saying or thinking about you. You don't care anymore. And so, and there's this real intuitive, I can't think of the right word. It's like a magnitude. It's like this huge amount of you saying, you know what? I knew it all along, and I was right. And it's kind of like almost you patting yourself on the back for being right about things and for trusting your inner intuition. And there's a lot of like sexual energy coming towards you this week. And it feels like it's from this Emperor energy, and this would be someone that you just feel like you know this is the right person for you, but there was something that was keeping you from this person. And it looks like it was another relationship, but it feels like that is on its way out. It feels like it's ending. And there were a lot of suppressed emotions. And there's the Seven of Swords. I was just looking at that guy right there. Seven of Swords twice. Somebody who had to hide this a lot, Gemini. And with this Nine of Pentacles out here, this decision time again, you know, this is a week where you're having to make choices about who you want to be, what you want your life to look like. You're very independent here. And it feels like you're making good choices. It feels like this is changing your life, whatever is coming down the pipeline this week, Gemini. And I feel like there may have been a time where you were kind of bracing yourself for dealing with some drama with this situation, but it doesn't feel like you're worried about it anymore. You're not worried about what other people are going to say or think, which is good, because I feel like there's going to be some negative attention focused in your direction if this is what's happening here. But I don't think it's going to affect you the way that it might have a couple of years ago. There's someone who's there's a lot of honesty. There's a lot of stoicism about this in you. This is something that you've had to keep like basically on the down low for a while, and it feels like that's changing. That tower coming out there 3 times or however many times it's come out is a real indication that there is something that is changing drastically in this situation, and it leads to a new beginning. And with that ace, this is like a lot of real happy times coming up for you, and it feels like it comes from being honest about who you are, what this situation is. There's like kind of a freedom to it. It's a dicey situation, man. If this is your reading, I wish you all the luck this week. But I don't know. I guess it's good to be honest, you know, and this person, it feels like they're definitely coming after you, coming for you, wanting to be with you. And it feels like you feel the same way. And it's a sticky situation, but it looks like it works out the way it's supposed to in the end. You know that? All right, this was your reading for the week, Gemini. Thanks for letting me read your cards for you. Next, we have Libra. Libra, I'm going to use this traditional Rider-Waite to start for you guys. It is almost Libra season. Yay! It's going to be your birthday soon. You guys have the Magician as well. Libra or Gemini had the Magician several times as well. Some of you are trying to see, some of you are waiting to see what's going to happen in a relationship, either with a friend or with some younger children in your life, or this could also be relating to work. Golly. You guys have this 7 of Swords energy as well. And it feels like this is a week where things are just coming out, coming to light for our air signs, like being like illuminated. Yes, I've got the Moon in the reverse. That's exactly that. It's like things that have been long suppressed for a long time are coming up to the surface here. And you're saying, good, I've been tired of carrying this baggage around. I've been tired of dealing with this, having to not tell the truth about it, or having somebody not tell you the truth about something, but everything is coming out in the open this week, Libra. It feels like it's necessary for you to make some quick decisions here in conversation. It feels like you don't care. You're just coming in and you're just cutting out any, I don't know, debris, or just like cutting away anything that's not true, and just like getting straight to the point. This could be in a friend group. I've got Temperance there, that's Sagittarius energy, but this is someone who's going to feel a lot more balanced and healthy when this all comes out. This may have something to do with a partnership, a romantic partnership. 5 of Swords in the reverse. Guys, pop up there and check out that Gemini reading if you feel so inclined, because these are very similar energies. With that 5 of Swords in the reverse, very similar energy. It's like you don't care. You don't need to be right. You don't need to win. You don't care what anybody says, what anybody thinks anymore. You're like, finally, this is all just coming out. This is all just being wide open, whatever this is. Let me grab this. It's a Star Power Tarot. Got this King of Wands energy. This is fire sign energy. And this Magician. Golly. There is some kind of situation here for our air signs. And I don't know if y'all have all been wrapped up with some fire signs, but there's someone that has this. This is very interesting. Whatever this situation is that's coming up for all of y'all, it affects multiple people. And it's something that you can finally close the door on after this is all out in the open. It's something that's a little bit it's life-changing, you know? And it feels like you've had to restrict communication with someone for a while, but everything is changing here. Everything is new. Everything feels much better after this week. I don't know if you've just needed to get something off your chest, or if there has been something that you've been keeping a secret, or somebody around you's been keeping a secret, but it feels like it all comes to light. It does affect other people. And it feels like you have been very much on your own with this information, whatever it's been. And somebody has been kind of trying to control the flow of information here. And it feels like it's not you. It feels like it's someone outside of you. Three of Cups again. Guys, pop up there and watch that Gemini reading that's just right up above this. This is very interesting because these are all the same cards. And I have this Three of Cups that comes out here on its side, which it can indicate a third-party situation. And that was up in that Gemini reading as well. And it was a very sticky situation up there. And this, golly, what you got yourself into here? This may have something to do with where you work. And there's a real energy of all eyes on you, vulnerability here. And it feels like it's just gotten to be too big to stand. Like you can't take it anymore. You can't change the situation. Let's just go ahead, tell the truth, and let it all be out there in the open, because somebody here hasn't been telling the truth. I've got the Temperance card out here again. And I've got this Ace of Swords. Somebody is saying, should I tell the truth? Well, something comes up this week that encourages you to make a real quick decision here with what you say. And then to put some boundaries up around yourself, because there is an energy of exposure here. Man, I feel like if I was a Gemini or a Libra, I would not leave the house this week. But you guys don't feel that way. This is somebody who's like, you know what, I'll just tell the truth about this, and it's just gonna be done and over with. This is something, it's like once this comes out, there's like a lifting of the weights off of you. And it does put an ending to something. It ends something and it relieves stress in your life somehow. But there is this real want to like shut communication down with people after this happens. It's almost like something very jarring to your system. This could have something to do with a Scorpio. Sagittarius is heavy on here. Ophiuchus is heavy on here. And also Taurus. This does cause drama. Wow. And a separation for someone here. And it possibly, there's someone here, golly, this is very same cards, different deck. This is somebody who says, I'm not going to try anymore. That leads to a separation. It leads to like a lot of drama between a lot of people. And that's probably why you're feeling all these eyes on you here. And this Justice energy on its side, that's your card, right, Libra? But this is someone who's feeling a little bit stressed, a little stressed because of this. But it's like you don't care. You're like, finally, just be honest, be open about it. There's that Knight of Swords again. That's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That's you. I feel like you're the one that kind of separates yourself from any of this. And it leads to an ending. It surely does. But it was an ending that someone here was ready for. Somebody was ready to close the door on whatever they were in and start something new, a new phase in their lives. I don't know, man. If this is your reading, do pop up there and watch that Gemini reading, Libra. I like to read you guys in elemental groupings, like all the air signs together, all the fire signs together, because I want to see which energies are coming through for all of you. And it feels like there's always 2 out of the 3 signs in an elemental grouping that'll have an almost back, like exact same energy kind of reading, and then there'll be one rogue, which is probably going to be Aquarius over here, that's like completely different. But this is like a very kind of pervasive energy here. So if this is your reading, I'm very nervous. Like I have a nervous feeling here, but also somebody who, it's almost like getting to the end of running a race or something. It's like, whatever, just get it done, get it over with, just get me through it. And this is someone who feels like there's gonna be drama because of whatever this is that's finally out. It's like you feel like you're very exposed, like people can see through you, and you feel like you have had, it feels like you've had, it's like your name's been in people's mouths. And you can feel it. There's a real energy of intuition here for our air signs this week, where it's like everything that you thought was going on, you were right. And there's a lot of eyes on you, but a lot of people who haven't really been seeing the truth, like they don't really know the actual truth, but they sure are happy to sit and talk about you, which is not nice. But it just kind of feels like, and it feels like you kind of already know that, you know? So I don't think I'm really telling you anything new if this is your reading. It's just, it feels like this is a week where everything kind of, I mean, I hate being dramatic, but like kind of blows up and kind of is exposed. That's exposed something here. And I think that you just come in and you just tell the truth about it, you know, whatever it is. And it's like very matter of fact, but then I feel like it makes you kind of want to retreat a little bit, just because that's an awful lot of attention focused on someone here. Yeah. All right, that was your reading for this week. Thanks for letting me read your cards for you, Libra. Do pop up there and look at that Gemini reading if you're so inclined. I will see you guys soon. Thank you. Last, we have Aquarius. Aquarius, I'm going to use this Marielle Tarot. You guys got the Tower on the bottom of the deck for you guys. Whew. Let's have a little look-see here. Feels like a big week of change for our air signs. Something that, and the Hermit, yeah. Some things that are just coming up and making you need to have a little bit of alone time, making you feel like, sometimes the Hermit and this Tower can be situations that come up that like literally bring us to our knees, like put us into a prayer position because we don't know what else to do. And I always think of, it's very sad to say, but a lot of times prayer is like, when you lose your keys, you know, they're always the last place you look for them, right? And it seems like prayer is often like the last thing we turn to, and it's when we get dropped down to our knees and we're kind of forced to, that we find it. And wouldn't it just be better if we always started our days with prayer? This has something to do with a reciprocated relationship, a friend group, family. Somebody here is receiving a message this week. Shoot. What is this? I have the King of Cups upright. I've got the Queen of Cups in the reverse right next to each other, and this Eight of Wands in the reverse. And I don't have any reversals in my decks. Like I never start with reversals in my deck. So for cards to just be there in the reverse is unusual. Someone here, this Queen of Cups in the reverse can be someone who's been overgiving. There's something to do with a partnership here. Maybe two people who've been together for quite a while. There's something, someone in this partnership may have done some things that have caused some problems here. It feels like someone didn't pay a bill on time or something, or there's somebody who has done something or said something without thinking, and it's caused some drama and stress and worry and anxiety. It's like an overwhelming amount. It can be bad dreams or stress dreams. There's an exposure of vulnerability. And it makes you're put in a difficult position where you have to make a decision here, Aquarius, about I don't know if this has to do, well, I don't know. Let me get another deck. How about that? I got this Four of Wands. This has to do maybe with your home, maybe with a marriage, maybe with a relationship. Someone here has been kind of alone for a while, on their own for a while. Yeah, there's the Eight of Wands again. This is going to be a week of communication, fast moving communication, and it's coming from a lot of different places. And there's the Three of Swords, which is an energy of an ending, something that's difficult and painful. And it feels like it's coming from, I mean, maybe this feminine energy in this, because I've got the King of Cups, I got the Queen of Cups. I'm just going to divide you guys up into masculine and feminine energies. And I don't know where this applies, but this Queen of Cups in the reverse is someone who's either been overgiving or they haven't been telling the truth about their feelings in a situation. And it leads to an ending here. And it leads to someone having to make a decision about either an alignment or a home. It's something that's, I'm not worried about you at all. I've got Queen of Swords here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This has something to do with a soulmate relationship. And now you see the truth. And it feels like you weren't talking about something with this person, and there's a big conversation that happens here that really illuminates all of those feelings that you had been having, all of those things that you had been thinking, things that had been on your mind. There's like an illumination here. It's like a reckoning moment here with that Hermit and that Tower and that Judgment energy here. And somebody finally sees the truth, tells the truth about something. It has to do with a soulmate. Somebody here has felt kind of alone in a connection. And somebody here is going to be starting something new. If this is your situation, this is a rocky week for our air signs. You know that? It feels like there's a lot of change that's happening this week for our air signs. A lot of endings, a lot of breakups. And you know, in all the personal readings I've been doing lately, it does feel like we have a lot of people who have actually been very unhappy in relationships for a while, and they have stayed because they were supposed to. For a long time, and it feels like that's coming to a close. I've got this Ten of Swords here. There's the Six of Pentacles again. This is one of those situations here, if this is your reading, Aquarius, where the feeling is mutual on both sides, and you've procrastinated having this conversation with this person, and it feels like this is the week that changes. Someone in this dynamic, and it feels like this feminine energy here is a little overly emotional. They get overly emotional about this. Not overly, I'm not like what's emotional enough, but somebody here, either there's tears or something. And it's like now, once this is out in the open and once this is over, this could have been an on again, off again relationship, or this could be a conversation that leads to this final ending with this Ten of Swords, where it's just done and it's over. And you don't have to worry about it anymore, because somebody here's been under quite a bit of anxiety and stress. And there's been a suppression of conversation that's changing this week. It feels, because you go from the Eight of Wands in the reverse to the Eight of Wands upright. The Eight of Wands is about that messaging, communication, getting it all out in the open, and getting it all out in the open leads to an ending, which leads to a new beginning, because you go from that Three of Swords to this Fool energy, where someone actually feels a sense of freedom because of this, whatever it is. And whoever you are here, Aquarius, you're pretty stable, pretty financially stable, and you're ready for this new beginning here. And there, wow, whoa, whoa. This leads to whatever this is. It's not wrecking your financial stability. It's not coming in and disrupting you too much. And you actually have some real happy vibes on the other side of this. Those of you who are going through an ending in a relationship, this ending actually leads you to a more prosperous and stable partnership. And for some of you, because I've got this 10 of Cups over here, it can lead to marriage or a family being created or a blended family coming together. And I've got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles together here with this Page of Pentacles. You may be starting a new relationship with someone who already has a child. Seeing this sweet little bunny down here. You can see this person's holding hands with their child, you know. This may be where this is headed, you know that, Aquarius? But whatever this conversation is, it's like very illuminating. And then you find out it's really been mutual on both sides, and you realize how long you've sat in this, how long you've waited to have this conversation, how many sleepless nights you've had here. And just having this conversation alleviates that stress. It brings you back to who you really are with this Star card energy, which is your card, right? And so it's like getting this out in the open. This has been like kind of a running theme for our air signs this week, and it's pretty specific. So I wish you the very best of luck with this. Whatever this is, whatever's happening here, you start to feel like yourself again the minute this conversation happens. It's honesty, and the truth will set you free, right? That's what this Fool card feels like to me, you know? And there's a new beginning that starts happening for you almost as soon as this mic drops here. All right, that was your reading for this week. Thanks for letting me read for you, Aquarius. I will see you guys soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Mwah!